Ah, welcome friends. It is I, Belibrith the Warlock. After my resurrection by the Discord mods, I was ready to continue my adventure. It was Orphan week, and I decided I would use my one good deed per day limit on showing an orphan around in my adventures. She had heard stories of how Lordaeron fell, and how Arthur took his father's life to become ruler. Having been to the ruins of Lordaeron myself, I took her to see the old throne room and the place where Terenas remains still lie. Here lies King Terenas Menethil II, last true king of Lordaeron. Great were his deeds, long was his reign, unthinkable was his death. May the father lie blameless for the deeds of the son, may the blooded crown stay lost and forgotten. You see, child, Lordaeron's remaining citizens, the Forsaken, have broken free from the will of the Lich King and are fighting against his Scourge army. I will take you on a journey to Silverpine Forest where we shall help in the fight against the Scourge. Rain's brother Quinn was badly hurt by a ghoul. He was in need of magical aid. We gathered hearts from the vorks that infest the forest. According to Rain, the apothecaries have found ways to make healing potions from such hearts. The potion succeeded in healing the wounds, and Quinn will soon be able to travel again. He then thanks us for the favor we've done him. I returned to the sepulchre to hear where they would need my aid in the fight against the Scourge. Apothecary Ren Ferrell told me of the studies in a new plague that would eradicate both the Scourge and the human infestation. If spider blood is combined with a toxin derived from a grizzled bear heart, it would result in a deadly elixir. I was to gather this from the spiders and bears up north, and then deliver the reagents to the Royal Apothecary Society in the Undercity. The plan was simple. I would join in with the road and head up past the farm and walk along the mountain until I reached the cave, killing any hostiles I found along the way. That's when I saw him. He laid eyes on me and started sprinting.
Are you into Fenris?
Son of Arugol, a level 25 elite who roams the Silverpine Forest. He was chasing me down, eyes red as blood, ready to eat the flesh from my bones. I sent my Voidwalker after him and managed to shake him off. I got away unharmed, but I was reminded of my mortality. I had to be more careful on my journey with a beast like that on the loose. I warned my fellow hordes in Silverpine to watch out for Arugol, and then I kept moving. The bears and the spiders here were plentiful, so I got to work killing them off one by one. Out of the corner of my eyes I saw it. Arugol's son claims another victim. I went to pay my respects. I collected the last reagents I needed and was ready to head for Undercity. Just moments later, I saw a lone mage mindlessly killing bears in that monster's hunting grounds. I had to warn him. Ah, thank you, friend. On my way to Undercity, I went to check in with my friend Rain, who needed my help. You see, Ivar the Foul, the ghoul that had injured her brother, had taken residence in the barn next to the farm. I was tasked to kill the ghoul before he could come to attack them again. Inside was nothing but a mage. This couldn't be Ivar. It was probably a one-man queue, so I asked him. And now we were two, waiting for the ghoul. Ivar soon appeared and my turn was next. I placed myself first in line, waiting for him to reappear. I waited for what felt like an eternity, with no one but myself to keep me company, and then I heard it. A thief, here to steal my quest mob. I tried to reason with her. Ivar the Foul is my head to be had, I cried, but she had me outsmarted.
It's not yours, you know. Ivar has his free will.
This was gonna have to be a spam battle, but I was prepared. I had keybound my auto attack to the scroll wheel and started scrolling as if my honor depended on it.
I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target.
Damn it, she tagged him as soon as he spawned. I was impressed. Her spam food was something to behold. I applauded her superiority. Then she wished me good luck and ran off.
For the whore.
I was once again stuck first in line, endless amounts of people stopping by stealing Ivar from me. He died and respawned like clockwork. I started pondering the big questions. They were not on my side with this, so they killed the ghoul and ran away. Eventually, however, I found a line buddy who would not break my trust. Ivar's head was now mine, and Rain was happy. My only hope is that Ivar never comes back again, or that there always are endless amounts of people there, waiting to kill him. I continued my travel to the Undercity and met with the apothecaries. They were thankful for the samples I brought them, and wanted me to bring samples of their own to Apothecary Hellbrim, who was stationed in the Barrens at the crossroads. My orphan wanted to see the ocean and a real pirate ship, and Ratchet in the Barrens had them both. I decided I would kill two birds with one stone, so I took the Zeppelin to Kalimdor, ran through Durotar and into the Barrens. Shortly thereafter, I arrived at the crossroads and located Hellbrim, testing various samples at his alchemy toolset. Hellbrim took the samples and explained that the toxicity of them could lead to advances in their knowledge of poisons. What would he do with such poisons, you ask? Eradicate the scourge. The orphan and I took a hike down to Ratchet. She was happy to see the ocean. Yes, it is huge, isn't it? I hearthstone back to the sepulchre, ready to continue my fight against the scourge. There have been sightings of a boat filled with wrapped corpses. It was rumored that the boat was sitting on the shoreline at this very moment. I went to take a look. Looking east across the Lordamer Lake, an opposing dock on Fenris Isle can be seen. The fate of the corpses must lie on Fenris Isle. Looking closely among the corpses, a hand protrudes. On the hand is a ring. Removing the ring and inspecting it closely reveals an engraving. For Delia. I brought the ring to High Executor Hadrick at the sepulchre, explaining how I found it. Hadrick tells me that the only nearby source of such bodies would be the mass grave in Tirisfall. The Rothhide Knolls must be taking them to Fenris Isle. As for the ring, there is one who could help me. Magistrate Severin in Brill. He should have records of recent deaths, and with luck could discover who Delia is. He told me that Delia did live in Brill not long ago. She was buried in the mass grave. According to my own research, she was then stolen by the Rothhide Knolls. Delia had a husband, Raleigh, who now dwells in the Undercity. If the Delia who lived in Brill is the one who owned this ring, then Raleigh will know. He confirms that the ring belonged to his wife, but he had no room for grief in his heart, only revenge. His wife was murdered by a man named Valdred. Not only did Raleigh want him dead, but he also wanted his hands as a trophy. Raleigh, it would be an honor. But first, I use my hearthstone to get back to Silverpine. Hadrick wants to launch an attack on Fenris Isle, but before we can do that, we must first determine who is behind the Rothhide Knolls. The apothecaries believe their origin lies in the strange fluid that flows through their bodies. So I swam to the island, slaying gnoll after gnoll, collecting their blood. I made my way deeper into the castle. The gnolls here were crawling all over the place, and it was hard to fight them one by one. My Voidwalker struggled to keep their attention, and I was beginning to feel pretty beat up. I used my health pot and ran away, hoping my dots would finish them off. Even with one of them dead, I wasn't sure I would be able to survive this. I tried to fear them away, but they seemed to be immune to my spell, so I used my healthstone to cast my dots and tried to get away. I was finally safe, and this was probably the point where I should have left the castle. 'Cause this happened 5 minutes later. Damn it. Why did I do that? I mean, really, I would have survived. I love this game. We go again. This is really gonna hurt. But it's done. Hi, this is me out of character speaking to you. If you enjoyed this video, it would mean a lot if you pressed the like button. And if you would like to see more of this style of content, then why don't you subscribe to the channel? I think the edits of this character's life is more slashed play than the character itself, so just like the damn video. I'm aiming at dropping a video probably once a week. We'll see. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful time, and maybe we'll see each other in my travels.